Welcome to my empties haul. In this basket, I have 3+ months of empties. In this empties haul, it will be broken down into 4 categories: makeup, skincare, hair care, and body care. I have mostly makeup and skincare products to share. My skin type is dry, sensitive, and acne prone. I will make recommendations if I think certain products would be better for certain skin types, and if I would recommend or repurchase said products. Starting with makeup, our first category is brows. The first product I have to share is the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Pencil and Gel. This version with the gel has been discontinued. The crayon version is still available at the time of this filming. I was testing other brow products to see how they would hold up against this, just to expand my horizons, as at the time I had only tried select few brow products, and by the time I got back around to this, it was discontinued, and I held on to this one product for dear life because I now use 4 brow products to do my brows. Before, I used to use just this and a brow gel. My brows are very light and thin, so it takes a lot to build them up. You think bangs would help hide it a little bit, but the product has a soft crayon on one side and goopy, thicker gel texture on the other side. I don't remember the gel really having a hold. I do remember the crayon being a little bit too soft, where you had to be a little lighter handed than expected with this product, but it did blend out beautifully. If you like that soft feathered look, then you would like this product. I can't speak for the product that is currently out, as I haven't tested it. I think Rare Beauty could bring this product back with just a lighter texture gel with a stronger hold, and then making the crayon the teeniest bit harder so that way it's not so smushy going on your brows, and adding like a spoolie somewhere. Like if you were to take the top off, there'd be a spoolie, and the way that the Refi brow setter does it. This is a really solid product, and I hope to see it come back one day. The next product I have to share is the NYX Thick It and Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara. I don't think that this has thickened my brows by any means, and I've been through quite a few, 7 or 8 tubes of this product now. This brow gel does have a thicker texture with fibers in it, so it's a fibrous thick texture. The end of this product is a thicker mascara wand. I do think if they added a smaller brush on the end of this, like they have with the NYX Brow Glue, then this product would be exponentially better, as you could really get more detailed with the brows, and this product is quite messy. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this retails at $12. If you have more defined brows, like thicker brows, then you probably won't like the product, as it is a thicker, heavier texture. I feel like it would just make the brow hairs fall. The way that I use this product when I apply it is I go against the brow hair down, and then as I'm going up, I style it the way I want the brow hair to lay. Since I do my brows while I'm waiting for my moisturizer and SPF to have more time to sink into the skin, I do find it easier to just clean up with a quick swipe. But if you're someone who waits a little while before they start their makeup after their skincare, then you'll probably find this more difficult to clean up, especially when it dries down. I'm now moving on from that product as I'm more comfortable with the way I want to style and shape my brows. And I think a lighter textured brow product, or just like a regular tinted gel, would be better for me at this stage in my makeup journey. And then after I would use that product, I would go in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which retails for $11. And I stopped using the Micro Brow Pencil because, as you can see, the spoolie popped off of the end here, and I found that to be a pretty common issue. It happened about 3 times back to back of me buying this product and it popping off, and then I was seeing in other beauty videos that was happening more and more frequently, and I just thought, for the common design issue that I was having, the product was pretty mid, and I didn't want to deal with having to constantly find the spoolie to brush out my brows to blend out this product. I would run through the product very quickly. In 3 to 4 weeks, I would run out of this product, as I'm someone who does my makeup on an almost daily basis. So I did switch over to the NYX Brow Blade and Shade, retailing at $12. And as you can see, the spoolies did not pop off on these. I'm thankful for that. This is a brow pencil that has more of a slanted and thicker tip than the micro brow pencil to get more of a hair-like stroke. But I did find that the spoolie got clogged up pretty easily, and since the slanted tip is a bit thicker, I did find it harder to get that hair-like stroke, as if you tilt it too far while you're using it, it will leave a square on your brows, or it will leave a thicker than intended mark on your brows. I also don't like the way that this product looks. This neon green with this bright pink band around it, and the center of the product is the color of your brows, and mine is auburn. All of this product just clashes when I look at it. I know that's a pretty personal reason to not like a product, just that the slanted end is not as small as other brow pencils. I will say that the product is pretty soft and it was easy to blend out. I see the vision, I really do, but I think the execution needs a little bit more work. Same with running through the product very quickly within 3 to 4 weeks. I did switch over to the NYX Lift and Snatch tinted brow pen, and that retails for $13. That pen has lasted me 4 of the NYX brow pencils. It's pretty juiced up. She's still going now, even with that being the main product that I use on my brows. I do find that one easier to use with getting the hair-like strokes, and it's pretty hard to go too hard with the product, but if you do end up somehow going too hard with the product, it's very easy to blend out within 10 to 15 seconds after applying. You can just blend it out with a spoolie, and it leaves my brows with a very natural and soft look, which I love. And I would repurchase the brow pen. I hope they come out with more shades, as I currently have a brown shade for my brows. At the time they didn't have an auburn shade available, but if you were to purchase any of those brow products, I would really recommend going with the NYX brow pen. And I haven't had any issues with it bleeding either, so that's really good. Finally, for brows, I have the NYX Brow Glue, retailing at $10. I really do like how small this applicator is. You can really get in and style the hairs how you like. I like to go up on the first half of my brow and then slant them downwards instead of outward on the tail of my brow. I don't know if the formula has changed, but when I was on my 3rd tube of this, I just noticed that it wasn't holding my brows up anymore. I did think that might have been due to the skincare or other brow products I was using, so I did clean off my brows before I would use any brow product at all, and then I didn't change anything in my brow routine, so I didn't understand why it wasn't really working anymore, and my hairs would fall within the first 20 minutes. But it used to give me a really good laminated look. I'm not really sure what's going on quality-wise with NYX, as I have been noticing quite a few quality issues with their products and inconsistency throughout each product. The next category in makeup is mascara, and I only have one to share, and this is the MAC Extended Play Giga Lash, retailing at $28. I really do love how thin this brush is and how much length that it adds to my lashes, and also how easy this mascara is to remove. The formulation is also very light on the eyes. I do have a project pan that I'm doing on another mascara to try and empty it out. The difference in removal between these two products and how it holds up in heat is a big difference. The Project Pan mascara I find smudges under my eyes and is more difficult to remove, where it leaves like that black raccoon effect, versus with this product, it doesn't smudge under the eyes. I don't get tear stains or tear streaks when I'm crying in this mascara. It kind of just disappears off of my lashes, and that goes for taking it off. This is definitely a holy grail mascara for me. I did just get another mascara in my Yes Style haul, so I will be giving that a try and seeing how it compares against this. And I've heard very good things about that mascara, so I'm really excited to see the results of how it holds up against this mascara, and I will come back with the results. But I would recommend this mascara. I know $28 is a lot for a mascara, but it's a holy grail for a reason. Moving on to primers, I have 2 primers to share with you, and the first one is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. This is a mini size of the product. I don't really have much to share on this product, I didn't find it very illuminating or glowy or super hydrating. It does give you a very subtle glow from within look. This does retail for $28 as well. I don't remember it helping with the longevity of my makeup. I don't think for the price tag it's worth a repurchase, as there are a lot more illuminating primers on the market that are, in my opinion, way better and give you more of a truly illuminated look than this one does, or even just with the hydration factor. If you are comfortable to spend that much on a primer and you really want to give it a try, you're not going to have a bad time. It's just, I don't really see what difference it would make in keeping it in my routine. Next, I have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This retails for $10. And as you can see, I have used these primers up. I've been through over 10 of these tubes. This is my holy grail primer. It has just a slight tackiness, not too much. It is hydrating and adds to the longevity of my makeup. However, this does have niacinamide, rosemary, and peppermint water. So if you are allergic or if those are irritating ingredients to your skin, I would read the ingredients on the box and just make sure that that would be a product that works for you. If I was traveling and I needed to purchase a quick primer, I would run in and purchase this one. They also have a 4% niacinamide primer, which would be better suited for oily skin, and they also have a matte version of this primer, which I can't really speak to as I haven't used it, and I've heard hit and miss reviews about it. So I would use the matte one at your own discretion. I have moved on to another primer, which will be in next month's empties. I actually just finished it today, so that's pretty crazy. And I just needed a little bit more hydration in my primer. But now that I've changed my skincare routine a little bit, I think I might go back to the e.l.f. one because the price and the outcome of my makeup with this product is just too good. But yes, I do still love it and I still would highly recommend that primer. Next is concealers. I've tried quite a few concealers, so I have some repeats here to share, starting with the Revolution Beauty Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer, retailing for $7. This is online only, and this used to be my holy grail concealer. I used this concealer for 7 years. The shade range is nice, the coverage is full, and it does give a slight blur. As I aged, I just needed something a little bit more creamy and hydrating under the eyes. I do believe that this will be discontinued if it is not discontinued already by the time this comes out, as it is online only, and I have seen this in some stores still, but the shade range is quite limited. They're not fully restocking it. And the doe foot on this is pretty large. If you aren't an online buyer and you want to be able to pick your concealer up in store, then I would recommend the Revolution IRL Filter Finish Concealer. I love the applicator on this product. It's very similar to the Conceal and Define in terms of it being full coverage. A little goes a long way, and it does have a soft matte blurring factor to it. Did I say that those both retail for $7? Because they both retail for $7. Anyway, I really hope Revolution does not discontinue this product, as I already went through one concealer breakup with them and I don't think I could go through another concealer breakup with them. I would say this dry down too is very similar to the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. The High Glam you'll see a little bit of a difference with because it does have those higher quality products in it. However, the High Glam has added fragrance and these ones do not. Next we have the NYX Bear With Me Concealer. This is fragrance free and it comes in a pump top. It is a thinner and creamier texture. It has easily medium to very easily full coverage. I wouldn't recommend wearing this under the eyes, as for some reason, even though I have drier under eyes, I did notice that this was creasing on me since it is a more creamier texture. I would use this product to cover up my acne scars and any discoloration that I'm having. A little goes a long way with this product. The tiniest dollop will get you your full face. This could easily be a foundation if you want it to be. And it spreads very easily too. You can easily make this product last a lot longer than you think. I know the tube looks a little tiny. If you enjoy coverage in your concealer, then you will enjoy this concealer. Finally, for concealer is the NYX Pro Fix Stick Concealer, retailing for $9. This is a stick formulation, obviously, but as you can see, I had to start digging the product out as the twist up doesn't fully bring the product up. That made me stop using this product, as I do not like wasting my product. And also, this product serves a particular purpose, and that is spot concealing. I would not recommend this for any other purpose like under the eye concealing. You do need to warm the product up on the back of your hand, and then you can go in with the product on the back of your hand and pat it over areas that you would like coverage in. I used it when I had cysts and little nodular acne to cover up the inflammation. That helped a lot. It helped me stop picking because I couldn't see the redness in my skin. This also has a greasier feel to it as well. So if you need a thicker product to really cover up those red spots or scarring or anything like that, then that would be the product to go for the particular purpose of spot concealing. I think you would also enjoy the product if you're in that stage, as it is fragrance free, and I did not notice any further irritation with my skin. For foundations, I only have one. That is the Surreal Skin by Makeup by Mario. This bottle is glass and it does have a pump applicator. As you can see here, it was down to here. I did not finish this product. It was just irritating my skin as I got closer and closer to the bottom of it for some reason. And to be honest, I was let down by this product. It claims to be hydrating and illuminating, but to me, it just looked like a regular drugstore foundation on my skin. It didn't have a glow, it would settle into my lines, and it did not dry down. With powder, with spray, this would not dry down. I literally hugged one of my friends and left foundation marks on her shirt, which was embarrassing. This still transfers, even with powder, even with spray. This foundation is also very liquidy, so you have to use more product, which makes you go through it a lot faster. And this does retail for $44, so it's not the cheapest foundation. And it says you can build the coverage on this, but for me, it just wasn't building. It was just getting cakier without building coverage. It says it's a medium, but there are many foundations in this price range that are stunning and actually do dry down. Currently, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Luminous Foundation, and that has the same claims of being hydrating and luminosity, but that one actually holds up to its claims and it dries down. It doesn't settle into my lines. A little goes a long way with that foundation. I would say it is a true medium to full coverage. You can actually build coverage with the soft lit. As someone who wears makeup on a daily basis, I feel like I'm really getting my money's worth out of the Fenty Beauty foundation versus the Makeup by Mario foundation. I also fell asleep in the Fenty Beauty foundation and I had no irritation the next day. That is a big no-no, so please don't fall asleep in your foundation. Please wash your face or take your makeup off before you fall asleep. I just had a few late nights. Both foundations are fragrance free. Now onto setting powders, and I only have one to share, and that is the Rare Beauty Soft Radiance Setting Powder, retailing at $25. And this is the powder for dry skin girls. I do have an issue with the packaging of this powder, as it has this plastic hard top, and if you empty the powder into the cap, you will not be able to put that product back. The powder will collect in this little hinge. I do have nails, so the cover is not the easiest to use. I wish they sold this with a mesh or a mesh add-on, because that would take away all my gripes of this product. This powder melts into the skin so beautifully. When I was baking with it, it disappeared into my skin. I was like, am I using enough? Trust me, you are. You don't need to go in heavier. It also sets my under eyes amazingly. My makeup isn't breaking apart by the end of the day. It does add to the longevity of my makeup, and it also has fruit and vegetable extracts, so I would check the ingredients to make sure none of those are an irritant to your skin. And then finally, for makeup, we have setting sprays. I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray in jumbo, retailing at $25. Now, this is an aerosol can, and this is just a hydrating spray, not a setting spray. The sprayer itself, in other ones I bought, does fall off easily. I believe even in Ulta you can see some that have their missing top. I wouldn't say that this is worth the money, as you can get any good hydrating facial spray. It's also not environmentally friendly, as it's an aerosol. These types of bottles do have an exploding risk. It literally will says it, caution, may explode if heated. I live in a very hot climate, so that's something I don't like having the risk of. I also don't see any recycling programs for these products or instructions on the bottle of how to properly recycle this product. This also has added fragrance into it, which is an irritant to my skin, so I can't recommend this for those purposes. If you find yourself a good hydrating spray like Bioma, Pixie, Elf, any other brand that sells a hydrating spray, you'll get the same results that you get with this Morphe spray. Please look up recycling beauty boxes near you, as we tend to go through our beauty products quite frequently. If you are an avid beauty product user and a beauty lover, there might even be a local program near you that you're not aware of. Let's make sure we're doing our part in properly recycling our products, which is why I have quite a few products saved up, as I don't have a local beauty box near me and I do have to go out of my way to recycle my products. Now, moving on to skincare. The first product I have for skincare is the Cocoa Kind Oil to Milk Cleanser, which comes in a flip-flop tube, which I'm not the biggest fan of for cleansers. For what this product is supposed to be, I don't recommend it. It used to be a favorite of mine, but I have now tried better cleansing balms and cleansing oils that I would recommend instead of this. Those also are for less money than this one is. This was actually a repurchase. It does blur your eyesight if it gets into your eyes. While it doesn't do a full cleanse of your face and the products off your face, it does leave the skin feeling quite stripped. I would recommend instead the Vanilla Co. Clean It Cleanser, or the, and I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, Mayano Deep Clear Cleansing Balm. I do have a couple of cleansing oils I'm testing that I did receive in my Yes Style haul, so look forward to seeing a review on those. I probably would recommend those over this, just already for ease of use. Next, we're moving on to toner, and I only have one to share, and that is the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner, retailing at $16. The ingredients that this toner boasts are polyglycemic acid, cica, and ceramides. It's alcohol and fragrance free in a recyclable bottle, and it claims to be for dry and sensitive skin, which I would say is true besides the dehydrated part, as I found myself having to use quite a bit of this product to get that hydrated feel to the skin. I feel like I went through this product very quickly. But I am trying other milky toners and hydrating toners that will be in next month's empties. Moving on to facial sprays, we have the Bioma Balancing Facial Mist, retailing for $15. This toner claims to be pH balancing and soothing, with a triceramide complex, probiotic, ferment, and allotonin to repair the skin's microbiome. This is also fragrance-free and alcohol-free, and it's a sprayer, of course. I feel like this didn't do much for my skin, and I do have other balancing sprays that I feel like work much better than this spray. I feel like if you have combo dry or normal skin, that you would really enjoy this product and would see the benefits from the ingredients in this product. Now, the next products I have to share are hypochlorous acid sprays, and I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I have the Mario Badowski Repairing Facial Spray with hypochlorous acid, retailing at $18. The Prequel Universal Skin Solution Dermal Spray, retailing at $17. And the last one isn't a spray, but it's the Tower 28 SOS Serum, retailing at $34. Don't have them with me, but I also did try the Tower 28 SOS spray, retailing at $28, and the Magic Molecule spray, retailing at $20. Out of all these sprays and formulations, I've seen the most results and actually enjoy using the sprayer in the way the product comes out of the sprayer with the prequel spray, which also happens to be the most affordable on this list. Next would be the Tower 28, as I really do love that formulation, but I just cannot get behind the price point of those products. And you do go through this product very quickly. And due to my dry skin, I would use this prequel spray in the morning as a cleanser instead of an actual cleanse. Next we have serums, and I only have two. The first one I recently learned has also been discontinued, which makes me a bit sad as this was a holy grail product. This is a spot treatment and its replacement is worse. This is the Hero Cosmetics Lightning Wand Dark Spot Brightening Serum in a roller ball with a click method to get the product out. I did start having issues with this product seeping out of the bottom and then not coming out of the top when you clicked the button. It was discontinued and they brought out a new version called the Hero Cosmetics Dark Spot Corrector, retailing at $20, which is what this product also previously retailed for. That one doesn't have tranexamic acid and this one does have tranexamic acid in it. The new one is just 15% vitamin C. The next serum is a hydrating serum, and it is the Peach Slices Snail Rescue Intensive Serum, retailing for $18. This serum has a thicker gel texture. I got this because I love the toner version and wanted to try a heavier texture, thinking that it would give me better hydration than the toner. I also wanted to see if it was similar to the CosRx Snail Mucin, but I would recommend just getting the Peach Slices Snail Rescue Toner, which is also cheaper. That one retails at $14. The gel is a little hard to spread out for some reason, and it doesn't feel as hydrating as the toner or the CosRx Snail Mucin. We're still on treatments, but we're moving into treatment creams. And the first one I have to share is the Hero Cosmetics Rescue Balm Red Correct Color Correcting Green Cream, retailing at $13. This is a double-use product. The cream itself helps with your healing your scars and damaged skin. This has a green tint to it to help color correct the redness and irritation on the skin. I love this product and I highly recommend it to everyone, especially if you suffer with acne, scarring, or discoloration. I always have to have this product with me or have a backup of this product on me, as I am a picker. So it really helps to cut the healing time of my acne and my acne scars. It is a heavier product, so you do have to be light-handed with this when using it. I use this in my makeup steps after my primer, as it's that heavier texture. I put it on before my base to color correct the scars and the redness. I leave it on for about 5 minutes and then I continue with the rest of my makeup, which is how I would recommend you to use this product as well. Or if you are just not wearing any makeup that day, you can leave it on. It does turn into a beige color, but I did notice it's a little too dark for my skin, so I do use it for the color correcting aspect. The next product I have is the Topicals Sealed Active Scar Primer, retailing at $34. I've been through 3 of these tubes, and this is another product I highly recommend for scar healing, and it has drastically helped my skin heal. I would not use this as a primer, but as a spot treatment, as it does have retinol in it, so you do need to be using SPF if you are using this during the day. It also has medical grade silicone in it and biomimetic peptides. I have moved on from this product as it has served its purpose for me in helping my scars heal, but if you are someone still struggling with acne scars and acne marks, I would highly recommend trying this product out. It did take me a tube and a half to see significant results, and then once I got halfway through my second tube, I started using it less and less as the results were starting to become more visible to me, and the scars just healed very well. Moving on to eye creams, and I only have one to share. As you can see, this was well loved. You cannot even see any product information on this at all. This is the Innisfree Green Tea Bright Eye Serum, retailing at $22, or on Yes Style for $15.59 at the time of filming. It has a nice metal roller ball and pump method used to release the product. I would recommend this if you're looking for a little bit of hydration under the eyes, just a little something to help with your concealer not creasing or your eyes not looking so sallow. I don't find that this helped much with my dry under eyes or depuffing outside of the cold metal application on the eyes. The ingredients do boast that this has green tea, 5 types of hyaluronic acid to help hydrate the dry eyes, 2% caffeine to help visibly depuff your under eyes, and 3% niacinamide to help brighten dull areas. It's a nice light cream, cool to the touch when you apply it, and it does apply very nicely with the metal roller ball, but I feel like you can find a much better eye cream for the price of this product. And I'm actually reviewing another eye cream, which will be in next month's video or in the review that I post of my Yes Style haul. Now we have moisturizers, and this is also a mini from the Discovery Kit. This is the Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream, retailing for full size for $43. I used this product up. She is scraped empty, as you can see. This is a really nice product. It is the best green correcting cream that I've used out of many green correcting moisturizers. It's so hydrating. It spreads nicely, smoothly on the skin. It really does help with that redness, irritation, or tightness to the skin. It goes under makeup so well or wears beautifully on its own. It's non-irritating. If you want to splurge on a product, I would recommend splurging on this cream or getting the Discovery Kit like I did and giving it a try to see if it's worth it, which it is. Next, for moisturizers, we have the Pharmacy Halo Honey Moisturizer retailing at $48. As you can see, this is also a mini, and I did use this up, and I did buy a full size. However, I don't recommend this. At first, when I was using the moisturizer in this mini size, I did notice that it gave my skin a nice glow. It sank into the skin. My skin felt plump. It just wore beautifully on the skin, and my skin felt nice and hydrated. It did give me a slight blur, which I found a little odd. But once I switched over to the full-size product, that all stopped. I did not have the same results that I had with this mini that I had in the full size. I don't know if they switched something in the formulation between me buying the mini and then me buying the full size. And then the full size did end up irritating my skin with further use. I did have to get rid of it, which is not good for how expensive pharmacy products are. Finally, for skincare, we have SPF. I have 3 to talk about, but one of them I don't have because I ended up cutting the tube open to scrape the inside of it out and finish it. And I just repurchased it in a twin pack, and that is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun SPF 50 plus PA plus retailing at $14.40 at the time of filming. I won't go into too much detail at this time as it will be in my next review video. The next product I have is also a Korean sunscreen, and it is the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Water Fit Serum SPF 50 PA plus retailing at $10.50. It does come in a pump. I want to try this product again and give it a fair shake, as I did buy this one locally. With use, it had a weird smell to it, and it also started irritating my skin. I'm not sure if I got a fake product. I wanted to buy this one from a licensed retailer and give it another go and give that one a full review, as I've heard so many good things about this SPF. I will say this does have a very light liquidy texture. It spreads out on the skin so smoothly and has just the smallest amount of a cooling touch to it. This wore beautifully on its own under makeup, over makeup for reapplying. I actually had a friend who reached out to me and asked me to get this for her and what it was called, and she wanted to purchase it from just letting her use it when we were going out for a game. I was like, hey, you should reapply your SPF. We're going to be in the sun for a while. And she loved it. And we have very drastically different skin types. She has oily skin and I have very dry skin. It worked well for both of us. Moving on to another SPF that does not pair well with makeup, we have the e.l.f. Skin Sun Touchable All Set for Sun SPF 40 sunscreen, retailing at $14. This is a spray SPF that used to be good for reapplying. It was like a light spray, but now it leaves like a greasy film on the skin when you reapply it. With my recent repurchases, I have noticed that. I did disturb and break my makeup apart when I reapplied it, which was not the case beforehand. So again, I'm not sure if they changed the formulation or ingredients in this, but I would not recommend this just based off the fact that it is supposed to be used to reapply and it broke my makeup apart, and it also has a greasy feeling. Moving on to hair products, and the first one I have to share is the Living Proof No Frizz Conditioner, retailing for $34. I don't have much to say about this product. I didn't notice that it helped with my frizz. I had to use a lot of this product to feel like my hair was getting properly nourished, and it also has a citrus scent to it that I wasn't the biggest fan of. I don't think it's worth it for the high price tag. Next, we are moving on to hair masks, and the first one I have to share is the Cara Color Plus Conditioner, retailing at $22 with a pump. I love this product, especially if you have color treated hair. This product, chef's kiss. This is the perfect mask for nourishing the hair and color maintenance. It's the perfect all-in-one. My hair stays vibrant, and it does a really good job at leaving my hair feeling soft. It does have protein in it, so I don't recommend keeping it on your hair longer than 10 to 30 minutes, especially if your hair doesn't react well to protein. Also, the 10 to 30 minutes depends on how dry your hair feels at the time. I will be repurchasing this product. The next mask is the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask in a mini size. This retails for $20. I love this mask, and I have repurchased it many times. I would say out of all the Amika masks, this is the most nourishing and will leave your hair feeling so soft. I have tried their Hydro Rush line, the blue line, and I would still recommend this over the Hydro Rush. I didn't find that one to be very hydrating at all, and this more. This is the one I keep going back to out of multiple products I've tried from their line. This is truly a wonderful product, and if you want a good hair mask and you want to splurge, do it on this. You will not be disappointed, and you will see results. So I would really recommend trying out this product. Moving on to styling products, and I only have two. The first one I have is the Milkshake Incredible Milk, retailing at $28. This comes in a thicker spray. I did buy this at my salon. I do love the smell of these products. It's very warm, vanilla, cupcakey scent. I did love how nourishing this was on my hair. I have very similar feelings on this that I share with the Amika Soul Food Mask. Hydrating, nourishing, helped with my frizz, left my hair feeling soft and silky. The only downside is when you get to the bottom of this product, you do have to physically put it in your hand with the nozzle off, pat the bottom to get it out, because the nozzle will not pick it up as it doesn't really reach all the way down. It does get clogged towards the bottom, which is not too big of a deal because it is the end use of the product. It's fine for the majority of the time you're using it, and for the results, I deal with it. It's just a slight inconvenience. The last product I have for hair is my holy grail, and it is the Day Hibiscus Wave Spray, retailing at $30. I absolutely love this product. It makes my waves look so nice and bouncy with little frizz, and I do notice a difference between if I use this product and if I don't use this product. I've tried other sprays and I always come back to this product. I did have another holy grail from Day, but they discontinued it, and that was their monsoon line. I know they have the monsoon mask, but I'm talking about the monsoon shampoo and conditioner. So Day, if you ever see this video, please bring back your monsoon line. I need it. It changed my hair. It made my hair so wonderful, so beautiful, so bouncy. And if you ever discontinue this spray, please personally send me the ingredients list and I will mix it up because I need this. My hair looks not great without it. This is my ultimate holy grail hair product. The last category we have is body care, and I only have 2 products to share, starting with the Inky List Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Body Stick, retailing at $19.50. This product does look like a deodorant stick, and it does have a little grid at the bottom holding the product together. This is one of those products very similar to the NYX products where I see the vision, but the execution is just not there. I think it should be worked on. When you use this product regularly, it starts molding to the curves of your body, giving it an uneven surface for you to work on. And then, because it's not really in there so securely, it starts tipping from side to side, which leads some sides coming up and scratching your skin while you're using it. And then when you get to the bottom of the product, as I previously showed, there is so much left at the bottom that it feels really wasteful, and you can't really get the product out because of the grid feature. It's just so messy to try and scrape the remainder of the product out, and you end up having to waste product. I think this product could be great, but there are too many design issues for me to recommend or even repurchase this. And this was a repurchase, but when I used it again, I was like, I don't want to deal with this every time I buy this product. So I'd stick to a glycolic body wash or a glycolic lotion, because this just was not pleasant using experience. Our last product is another ultimate holy grail of mine. Sorry, it felt a little heavy. I was like, is there product still in here? But there's not. I know there's not. It was just the top. And I can't wait to use up the lotion I'm currently using to review so I can repurchase this. And this is the, and I've heard it said Natrium, so I'm going to say Natrium, but if that's wrong, then I apologize. The Natrium Biolipid Restoring Body Lotion, retailing at $15, and this lotion does come in a pump. When I get low on this product, I would tip it upside down and smack the bottom to get any little bit left over out. Product is fragrance free, and it also spreads so smoothly on the skin. It does a really great job at moisturizing the skin and leaving your skin feeling so soft. I love this product, and it even, on top of making my skin feel soft, it made my skin look nice. It has great ingredients. The brand claims for this product are formulated with omega fatty acids, shea butter, B vitamins, and sodium PCA. This lotion hydrates the skin, absorbs quickly with no greasy residue, and I would 1000% agree with those claims. If you're looking for a great go-to lotion, I would highly recommend this, especially for the price, and you get 14 fluid ounces. I actually want to try their Glow Getter body oil. Look forward to that in a future empties or future review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have more videos coming out soon, such as another empties video, reviews on my Yes Style purchase. If you haven't seen, you should go check that out, and a very exciting project pan. If you like to see products emptied or fully used, if you enjoyed or found any of this useful, please subscribe. Thank you again, and see you in a future video.